Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the last video. On today's video, we're going to learn something interesting on how the simple past works plus the definite time expressions, right? So today we're going to learn on how to speak about actions that started in the past and they finished in the past, right? And we're also going to learn on how to use the time expressions to express those actions in the past. And for that, so here we just have simply, this just simply states that we use the simple past to talk about actions that took place in the past, mostly connected with an expression of time, right? So remember, these actions have nothing to do with the present. So it's something that started in the past and then it finished in the past. It has nothing to do with the present, right? And for example, I would say, I ate chicken yesterday, right? So that sentence, for example, let's have here the example. I ate chicken yesterday. Right? So looking at this sentence, it's something that happened yesterday. It has finished yesterday, right? It doesn't have to do with today. It doesn't have anything to do with today. So, with the present, sorry. So what I meant is I ate chicken yesterday, finished. When did I eat the chicken? It was yesterday. So this is the time expression. And that is the verb to eat in the past, okay? Now, when we talk about the simple past, we will need the time expressions. And for this specific lesson, we're only going to learn about three time expressions. The first one is last, the second one is ago, and the last one is yesterday. How we use them, it will depend on the situation or the examples we want to build or the sentences we're talking about. But we have to understand that when we speak about this specific time expression, last, it means we can say last week, last month, last Monday, depending on your sentence. For example, I can say, I went to Maputo last week. Okay? So that was last week, not this week, last week. Last month, I drove to Nyakoongo, for example. So this action happened last month. What was last month? April. It started and finished in April. Okay? So we have here examples of how we could use ago. We could say 1 week ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. Okay? Still, this is a time expression that we would use to refer to the simple past or to talk about sentences or give examples in the simple past. Just like yesterday, we would say the day before yesterday, right? Which was, for example, the day before yesterday, today is Friday, so it means it was Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, I ate chicken. Or, the day before yesterday, I ate chicken, right? Yesterday morning, I took a bus to Mashish, okay? Yesterday morning I took a bus to Mashish. That's also in the simple past. Now, to talk about the structure of the simple past, how do we form it? It's very easy. For the regular verbs, we're talking about all that list of verbs that for the past, we just add ed to form them, right? So these are the regular verbs. For those, we just use the infinitive plus ed. For example, let's say we want to use the verb to eat. Okay, so we have the verb not to eat, sorry, the verb to play. That's our verb. Now, using the infinitive, what is the infinitive of to play? Is play, right? So to form the past, we just take play plus ed. D. So we would say played, right? Then forming a sentence, for example, you would say, I played football yesterday morning. Okay? So that's the structure for the regular verbs. For the irregular verbs, as you know, those we do not form the past with ed, right? We would conjugate them differently. So then for those ones, you simply use the verb in the past, you use the past tense of that verb, plus the time expression, right? By saying plus, I don't mean that you use the verb and then afterwards you put the time expression. No. What I'm saying is, for example, Steve drove to school. That sentence could end there. Steve drove to school. But when did he drive to school? Steve drove to school yesterday, right? So this is what I want you to train, forming the sentences using time expressions. Thank you very much. I think you understood this lesson. In case you didn't, please post your questions and doubts below. Thank you. See you next lesson.